Morning, boys. It is 6:30. I just walked out of the gym. I just hit arms and a little bit of cardio. But something was on my mind this morning, and I wasn't actually going to talk about this at all. But I thought I should. So this weekend, I was visiting my friends up at school, and we just pretty much we worked the whole time. But at nighttime, or like approaching nighttime, we would go out and have a little bit of socialization. And though we tried, it was still a fleeting situation. It was still boring. There was nothing cool about going out, in a sense. So at this school there's such thing called flat row, and I guess it's where all the flat houses just all are, and then they have every flat house at once has a party every weekend. Not every weekend, but pretty much. So I'm walking through this place. There's fucking people everywhere. Those people screaming, yelling, carrying on, drinking, smoking. It's just it's a pit of disaster. And I'm just looking around, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And it's like, if you want to have a little bit of fun, I get it. But motherfuckers do this shit every single weekend. Every single weekend. And I know I've probably talked about this before, how partying is not ever going to fulfill you at all. But I haven't talked about this specific situation. Why the fuck would you sabotage yourself in trying to impress other people that probably don't even like you? Why would you wait so desperately? Why would you throw away the week waiting so desperately for the weekend? Why do you look forward to Friday night so much? It's because you genuinely have convinced yourself that is fun. I'm gonna put my hat back on because my hair is cooked. You've convinced yourself that lifestyle is a lifestyle that is good to live. Are you fucking blind? Take a look around. In fact, take a look in the mirror and ask yourself these questions. Do I go out on the weekend? Do I talk to just random chicks that don't even like me? Do I do drugs that I'm not supposed to take? You're not supposed to take any drugs, really. Do I take drugs? Do I take cocaine? All this shit. I don't know why I threw cocaine in there. It's interesting. But if you do any of these things, you do any degeneracy at all, whether it's a party, going to the bar, or just getting absurdly fucked up every weekend, what is the point? And there are people that, take it in moderation. They may go out every other weekend, or just once a month, or whatever. But I'm speaking to those who do this shit every single fucking weekend because they don't have anything else better to do. And my advice to you, genuinely, is find something that is more fulfilling. You may enjoy the bar And you may think that that's fulfilling, but it's not. So, I would recommend, before you finally understand that you're throwing your life away, I would figure out how to find fulfillment the right way. Whether that's starting a business, getting a job somewhere, like working on your, self-development journey, like I am. I feel like I'm always in my self-development journey. I feel like if you ever stop your self-development journey, then you're cooked, because you have to improve yourself every single fucking day. That's why I think that is, like, the self-development journey is never going to end for me, because I'm always going to be trying to improve myself as a person. But, back to the topic I was talking about, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and understand that you are cooking your future. You're cooking your future, whether you realize it or not. You may, in fact, I'm going to describe you right now. You may go to class on Friday. I think I've already used this example once before, but I'm going to use it again because it relates to the subject. You have class on Friday. You're dragging through your classes on Friday. You go home. You go to your house or your dorm. Scroll Instagram or TikTok for about 2 hours. You fucking you do pointless shit for the next 2 hours. After that, then you might get a text from your friend. "Oh, let's go to the bar. Let's go to this frat party." Are you fucking serious? Let's go get fucked up. And you proceed to respond with, "Yeah, bet, bro, let's go." In those situations, you need to learn how to say no. If it becomes this big of a problem that they're texting you every single weekend, you gotta find new friends, bro. You gotta straighten them up, or you gotta find new friends. That's the only solution. The real solution is to find better friends. That's really the solution. Because I'm a firm believer in you are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with a bunch of fucking losers, guess what? You're going to fucking lose. So if you surround yourself with people that go out every weekend and smoke, drink, snort cocaine, you're going to end up like that. Of your 4 friends, you're going to become the 5th person. And I don't know what I need to do to convince you people that this lifestyle is bad and it's fleeting. You may click off this video just because I said said the sentence, "You shouldn't go to the bar." People are like, "Oh, I love to go to the bar. Oh, I'm not going to relate to what this guy's saying." Stop. Fucking stop. You know it's an issue. You know it's a problem. Deep down, you know that you really, really don't want to go to the bar, but it's just like, if I talk to a certain amount of girls, maybe one of them will sleep with me, and maybe if I buy them a drink, it's like you're running yourself over with your fucking car. Like, it's like you're putting your car in drive and you're running in front of it and letting your car run yourself over. That's what you're doing to yourself, whether you want to believe it or not. So, I encourage a lot of you to take this video as not motivation, as not like a disciplinary video. I want you to take this video as a wake-up call, because I've been around it. And to further, I realized that I didn't finish my story about Flat Row. I was surrounded by these things. I was just walking around and seeing this shit happen around me, and I was like I said, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And somebody came up to me, I don't know who the fuck it was, but he was like, bro, where's the party at, dude? And I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But it genuinely hurt my feelings that that dude was in the position that he was, because he seemed like a nice dude. But he was so fucked up that he didn't even the next morning he didn't even recollect that he spoke to me and what he said to me. And I know that for a fact. And my worst nightmare is to be embarrassed like that. And, you know, he may not be embarrassed because he was intoxicated as fuck. But if I was ever in that position where I was incoherent, talking to some random dude that I didn't know, and I don't even remember what I said, I would be embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. And I am never, ever, ever going to put myself in that situation, ever. Because I know, like, how embarrassing that would be for me, like I just said. And it's like, these people do this shit all the time. Especially flat dudes and sorority girls. They do this shit all the time. They drink and then they just go, say some random bullshit to some random people, then they don't remember what the fuck they said. Like, you guys need to wake the fuck up. Because once that 4 years is up, and I always talk about this, but once this 4 years is up, you know, wherever you are in the 4 years, once it's up, it's up. You can't go back to that lifestyle. You can proceed to go back to the college parties as a fucking 30-year-old. You could do that. And that's exactly how you're going to end up if you keep doing the same shit. Because once that 4 years is over, that's only going to translate to you getting a job in the real world. If you even do get a job, you're going to proceed to go out to the bar every single fucking weekend. So fix the fucking problem now, before it gets way, 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 way worse. And this isn't even like a mainstream problem. But you need to understand that it's skewing your progress. It's knocking your progress off course. So, like I said, take this video as a wake-up call. And understand that you could be living a way, way, way better, fulfilled life if you just focused on yourself, stop going out, stop going to parties, stop drinking, stop smoking, stop hanging out with fucking losers. If you just cut out all those things, your life would be 100% better. 500% better. Once you find fulfillment in things that are actually fulfilling, your life changes completely. Changes completely. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I got a little aggressive, but it's a problem that honestly needs to be talked about because I feel like not enough people talk about it. But, I love you boys. Like I said in the last video, I am going on vacation either tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sometime this weekend. But the content is still going to be the same. Obviously, I'm not going to be in my car, but I will be making more, I guess, talking videos. You know, just walking around with the camera. You guys seem to enjoy the backyard video. I might start doing some more of those. But anyway, I love you boys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you boys in the next video.